Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a seriously wild, highly imaginative piece of original superhero fiction. We're looking at something that takes us right back to the raw roots of myth-making. We're going to break down the epic, action-packed journey of a hero known simply as Dragon Man. Let's see exactly how a legend is built from scratch, shall we? So, what happens when a totally normal museum trip goes completely wrong and a superhero is born? I mean, it's the perfect narrative hook, right? Every great hero needs that compelling origin story. And in the text we're analyzing today, it all kicks off with just an everyday guy in an everyday city deciding to hit up a local museum. But this isn't your typical museum with dusty old fossils and boring paintings. No, this place houses something incredibly dangerous, something that sparks a massive chain reaction that literally alters this man's destiny forever. Let's take a quick look at the roadmap for our story. It's brilliantly structured with exact time frames. We've got Day 1, the museum trip. Day 10, the public revelation. Day 50 brings the suit and potion upgrades, leading right up to Day 100, the final battle. Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1, the inciting incident, the museum. So our protagonist is checking out this wildly unique exhibit featuring a living, breathing dragon. But then, out of nowhere, the text tells us the dragon suddenly broke the glass and attacked a classmate. Talk about an explosive start. This exciting exhibition turns deadly in a split second. And right here in this utter chaos is where the mythos truly begins. During the attack, the protagonist experiences this sudden, completely uncontrollable transformation. He basically becomes like the dragon. He doesn't know how, he has no idea why, but suddenly he's got these terrifying powers that he absolutely cannot control. Which brings us to Section 2, isolation and public revelation. Now, just like Peter Parker freaking out over a spider bite, or Bruce Wayne hiding from the world, our hero enters that classic isolation phase of the hero's journey. He is terrified of his new, unmanageable powers. He runs from the museum and just barricades himself at home. For 10 agonizing days. 10 days he stays hidden, completely consumed by fear. It's a really grounded superhuman reaction to a frankly superhuman situation. But eventually, on day 10, he decides he has to try and step back outside. He's still terrified of what he might do, so, to hide his identity, he layers on masks over his face and puts on pants to cover up his physical changes. And after pacing around in sheer terror for another hour, he bravely takes those first steps out the door. Well, as you know, the world can be pretty cruel to anyone who looks or acts a little differently. And the text gives us this deeply empathetic moment. The crowd outside actually starts laughing at his weird layered disguise. And that intense emotional trigger, it sparks a sudden, terrifying transformation. Right there in the open, fueled by everyone mocking him, he transforms fully into the dragon. And suddenly, all those people who were just laughing, yeah, they are absolutely terrified. But here is the absolutely crucial point. It's how he reacts to their fear. He looks at them and says, "I am a dragon man and I will only hurt bad guys." I mean, wow. He accepts his superhero mantle right then and there. He reassures the panicked crowd, promises he won't hurt them, and even apologizes for scaring them. This right here is the exact defining moment where a terrified civilian truly becomes a hero with a moral code. Moving on to Section 3, the first ordeal, the supermarket skirmish. Okay, so he's inspired to build a protective suit to help manage these wild abilities. But he runs out of parts, which means he has to make a totally mundane run to the local supermarket. Except it turns into a brutal, high-energy clash. At the store, he spots a thief, what he calls a bad guy. Dragon Man transforms to stop him, living up to that promise he just made. But guys, we get a massive blockbuster movie twist right here. During the fight, the thief actually manages to chop off Dragon Man's wings. It is a shocking, devastating physical blow that sends our brand new hero crashing hard to the ground. The stakes just went through the roof. So how does he react to this massive injury? The text says he got anger and killed the thief and went back to home with the suit parts. The story does not shy away from this raw, brutal defeat of the villain, fueled by pure rage. But then, and this is almost hilariously pragmatic, despite the absolute trauma of literally losing his wings in combat, he still remembers to grab his suit parts before heading home. I mean, the guy has a mission, and he is sticking to it no matter what. Which really makes you wonder, right? How exactly does a hero bounce back from losing their wings? Think about the classic superhero tropes. How do they overcome these massive, seemingly permanent physical setbacks? Is it science? Is it magic? Just sheer willpower? It's a perfect narrative cliffhanger. Well, luckily, the story doesn't leave us hanging. We jump forward on the timeline to day 50, the potion and the suit. This is it. This is that classic resurrection and upgrade phase of the hero's journey. It's the ultimate training montage where the broken hero pieces themselves back together, coming out way stronger than they ever were before. Section 4. Suit Up and Power Up. This is where the storytelling gets so clever, blending two totally different genres to give Dragon Man his upgrades. Step 1. He finally builds that suit with the supermarket parts he fought so hard for. Step 2. He drinks a mysterious potion. And Step 3. Tech and magic collide. The potion miraculously causes his severed wings to regrow, while simultaneously fusing the mechanical suit directly to his body. It is a fantastic mix of hardcore technological tinkering and mythical magic, smashing two distinct power sources into one unstoppable hero.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the stark contrast in his evolution. Just look at his initial organic powers, uncontrollable, sudden transformations triggered by emotion with those highly vulnerable natural wings. Compare that to his day 50 upgrades. Now he's got sturdy regrown wings, a protective fused suit, and completely controlled abilities. He's totally evolved from this frightened victim of circumstance into a masterful, self-actualized superhero who is completely in charge of his own power.
And what exactly can he do with all this new mastery? Well, alongside those regrown wings for flight, the fused suit gives him the ability to project a defensive shield and fire off offensive energy blasts. Our hero is locked and loaded. He's got defense, he's got ranged offense, he's got mobility. He is 100% ready for the final act. And he gets ready just in the nick of time, because this mysterious man shows up out of nowhere with a very dark prophecy. The city is being attacked on day 100. You can literally feel the tension building. That strict chronological timeline we talked about earlier, it's all culminating right here. The stage is officially set for the final boss battle to save his home. Section 5. The Day 100 Battle. The preparations are over. The training montages are done. The countdown has hit 0. It's time for our hero's ultimate world-ending test. It's Dragon Man versus the monster. When day 100 hits, our hero does not hesitate for a second. He steps right up to save the city from this monster's entity that's trying to destroy everything. Using that new fused suit, the defensive shield, the energy blasts, and those epic regrown wings, Dragon Man engages the beast in this spectacular showdown. And he pulls it off. The text delivers a massive, decisive victory. Dragon Man successfully kills the monster, the city is saved, and his incredible destiny is finally fulfilled. Which leaves us with one final provocative thought to ponder. Do a hero's true powers come from some accidental encounter with a Museo dragon, or do they come from their conscious choice to only fight the bad guys? The magic potions and the high-tech fused suits are incredibly cool, no doubt about it. But really, it was his moral compass, the one he firmly declared way back on day 10 to that terrified crowd, that truly made him a hero. I really hope this explainer left you inspired by this awesome mythic text, and maybe even eager to explore the frameworks of storytelling all around us. Keep analyzing the structures behind your favorite stories, and we'll catch you next time.